good evening, and welcome to another live performance on KUVO. I'm Paul Donovan, and we've got the Studio Club members, live audience in studio. So, this is awesome. So if you are, well, you're hearing it right now, but you can watch it live on our new YouTube channel. Just open up that YouTube app on your phone there, search KUVO Jazz, and watch it live. And quite a performance here. Very special evening. We've got Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet, Vibes front and center. I see Max Moore on piano. We've got Emmanuel Alexander on guitar, John Grigsby on bass, and Paul Romaine on drums. So, thank you for being here. And once again, welcome, Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet on KUVO.
1, 2, 1, 2.
You are hearing the Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet, Bright Size Live. Wow, that was beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
So we've got Greg on the vibes up front. We don't get vibes in here much,
Yeah.
so this is nice to see. We've got Max Moore on piano, Emmanuel Alexander on guitar, John Grigsby on bass. That was electric. He's got the I see you've got the stand-up you're going to pull up here. And Paul Romaine on drums. So, wow, sounding great. Wonderful. So what are you going to play for us next?
We're going to play a Roy Ayers tune.
Okay.
Do you guys know who Roy Ayers is?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we have some Roy Ayers fans. We're going to play a tune called Cocoa Butter.
Okay.
We're just going to kind of groove out. Is that okay with you guys?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for having us, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Bet. That was so fun. Oh my goodness, funky. You got the groove going here. Awesome. You are listening to Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet live on KUVO. Studio Club members, what do you think? Yeah. Some Roy Ayers. Yeah. Sounded great. So what do you got coming up next?
What do we have coming up next? Well, let me just first of all say that we've never played together before.
I love that.
Yeah. So, like, we've all played gigs kind of together, but we've never played together.
So what, you get together about 30 minutes before the show and say, we're going to do some, Bright Size Live,
Yep, little Roy Ayers, yeah. Yeah, we got here at 6 o'clock and we just set up and we played through a couple tunes and then that's what you all are hearing right now.
So slick.
Yeah, and as far as what we have coming up, each of these players are artists in their own right and they all have multiple projects coming out. Manuel just came out with his album live at the Meadowlark. Manuel Alexander live at the Meadowlark.
All right.
Off the cuff. Live at the Meadowlark, and Paul is on about 347 recordings, maybe 348, maybe 764, but he's on a lot of recordings. He's one of our mentors and our good friends. He's just an inspiration to everybody that knows him, and he's also the founder of the Colorado Conservatory for the Jazz Arts.
Oh my goodness.
So let's give it up for that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So can we just go to your Facebook page and find out about all you guys?
Oh yeah. And if you don't mind me just still talking about my friends.
No, I'm not trying to shut you down at all. Keep going.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. You're great. This is John Grigsby here, and he's been one of my best friends for probably 20 some years, and he's Gregory Alan Isakov's bass player. If you've ever heard of him, they just sold out Red Rocks the other night.
Oh wow!
And so he's on tour a lot, and I'm really happy he's back in town. We haven't hung for a little while, and it's really nice to play with him. And Max Moore over here is a good friend of mine, old friend of mine. He went to the Denver School of the Arts for a while, one of the schools that I teach at, and we used to get together and play keyboards when he was a real youngster. And that was right when he was transitioning from saxophone to piano. So now he's just turned into a wonderful piano player, and it's super great to have him, Max Moore. Yeah.
Wow, great. So you play more than just vibes. You started out with piano, right?
Yeah, I guess I had a little drum in middle school, but yeah, then I went to a little bit of piano and guitar. I played guitar all growing up, and bass, and I've been writing songs lately and trying to sing, even though I won't do that tonight. But
oh, please.
And I produce my own music. I have, I think, 7 albums out under my own name, and he's on a couple of them, and I have some electronic-inspired music. I grew up producing hip-hop music, and I also play bluegrass in Pete Wernick's band called Flexigrass. I've actually played this instrument with Earl Scruggs, if anybody knew who that is.
Oh, my. Flexigrass.
Yeah. So that's, Pete Wernick is he's a mentor of mine. I've been in his band for 25 years now, actually. Getting old, and I got to meet and hang and play with Earl Scruggs on his 80th birthday, and that was in Ireland.
Oh, what an honor.
Yeah, I was in Ireland. We were drinking Guinness and dancing around and playing some bluegrass, and I got to play for Merle Haggard once. He was walking backstage at the Grand Ole Opry where I was playing, and that was fun.
Well, you should write a book about this.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. How many times have you heard that?
If I had a penny for every time.
Great. Well, world traveler.
Oh, yeah.
I understand. Europe, spent some time in Africa.
Yeah. I love African music. Absolutely. It's amazing. I got to spend time in West Africa, Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, and Burkina Faso. And I play an instrument called the jili. It's a tribal instrument. It's like a xylophone that's made out of mahogany wood and spider web membrane and zucchini squash and pig intestine rope and tree sap mallets.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah. My mentors, SK Kakraba Lobi and his father Kakraba Lobi, and also Aaron Bebe Sukura. These are tribal master musicians from West Africa, and they're good friends of mine. And it's just been an inspiration. I try to transfer just that spirit to this instrument. I try at least.
Well, that's where music came from.
Indeed.
So, wow, to be there, to be a part of that. Well, thanks for sharing that.
You're so welcome.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So well-rounded.
Maybe, perhaps.
Bluegrass
Yeah.
to jazz.
There
That's
you
a
go.
lot. All right, so
Yeah.
what do you have next?
Okay, what do we got next? For Phelan? Oh, we're going to do a tune I wrote for my lady. And this one's called For Phelan. That's her middle name. This is just a tune for her. Hope you guys enjoy. You guys having fun?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Cool. Thanks so much, Paul.
You bet.
Thanks, Arturo. Thanks, Klaus, on the sound, and everybody else. One, two.
Wow. If you're not watching this on YouTube, Greg, I have to. You're listening to the Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet live on KUVO. That was awesome. That was great playing, you guys. Okay, so at the end you got that effect.
Oh, yeah.
And you used your mouth. You put your mouth to the vibes to make that effect. What would you call that effect? Mouth to vibe? I've never seen that. That's crazy. Wow. All right. So I noticed, I've never seen this, I've never been this close to a vibraphone in action, and I see this moving mechanism under the keys. What is that?
Well, that's the vibrato. So that's what
Okay.
makes it a vibraphone.
All
It has
right.
vibrato.
And the difference between vibes and a xylophone,
That would be metal and pedal.
metal and pedal.
Yeah, this one's metal and it has a pedal. The xylophone and marimba and other instruments are wooden, no pedal.
Rosewood, right?
Yeah, usually. Yeah.
Pretty expensive, I would think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Marimbas can get upwards of like $50,000, $70,000, $80,000. Yeah.
We love the vibes.
I do indeed as well. Trust me. I can haul them in my car.
So did you grow up in a musical family?
Yeah, my grandfather was an accordion player.
Oh, no
accordionist.
way.
Yeah.
Well, I see the tie to bluegrass now.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he was also my mom and him were also whistlers. They had like a whistling harmonizing group
Harmonica?
for a couple. Yeah, no harmonica. My brother is a composer and a musician, and kind of he does avant-garde, kind of neoclassical music, and then also some country-inspired modern music.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. A lot of experimentation going on.
There you go.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
you
yeah.
play.
Indeed.
Right.
Indeed.
So you play other instruments. What drew you to the vibes?
Well, I was going to college and I was basically skiing and snowboarding about 6 days a week for a while. And then I said, maybe I should go to class. And so finally started going to class, and I walked into the band room and I just kind of was mesmerized by the instruments. Percussion is a cool field because you can play like hundreds of instruments. Percussion is so vast and wide-ranging that you have to be able to be a chameleon, and it's kind of different than playing like the French horn or something.
Yeah.
You play the French horn. But when you play percussion, you play all orchestral and Western tonal music, but you play non-Western music, quote unquote, world music. And you learn a lot about culture through percussion, and it helps your body and your mind in the world when you're interacting with almost anything. It gets you in touch with yourself.
Wonderful. All right. Well, you're hearing Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet live on KUVO. We've got Max Moore on piano, and it's Emmanuel Alexander. Is that correct? Good. Want to make sure that I said that right. On guitar, John Grigsby on bass, Paul Romaine on drums, and Greg Tanner Harris on vibes. So thank you again for playing. This is
See you guys.
And the studio audience here, we're loving this.
Fox in or?
So tell us about what you're going to play next.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna play a Kenny Wheeler composition. I don't know if anybody knows Kenny Wheeler. He's just a very creative jazz musician, and this one is called Fox in the Chase. It also has an alternate name called Mark Time, and it's concentric circles and the cosmos all wrapped up in the harmony, and it's kind of cyclical and circular.
Great. All right.
So
Let's go there.
So don't be intimidated too. Just relax. It's fine. Yeah. Thanks you guys for listening, everyone. Really appreciate it. A one, a two,
The Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet. Yeah, you took us to the Milky Way and back. That was. And Paul on the drums. I mean, man, if you go watch this on YouTube, if you're not right now, and man, the way you just come together with those drums, I've never seen that before. I've never been that close either. So it's great to be in the studio club too, right? Because, and thank you for your support. You know, this is wonderful, wonderful music tonight. Wonderful experience. So thank you.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I would just like to just say what KUVO has meant to me over the years. If that's okay.
I won't stop you, Greg.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I kind of grew up listening to KUVO, and it's a very supportive radio station, and they really give voice to a lot of people throughout the community, lots of different experiences and different cultures, and they also give a voice to artists as well, and they've been supporting me for a very long time, and I'm really thankful for that. And they're some of my best friends here at the radio station, and Arturo, I can't thank you enough, my friend. We have a lot of things in common, and we just love a lot of good music. And KUVO over the years has just been so supportive in all the different, not just jazz genre, just a lot of different realms and a lot of different styles of music. And I just want to say thanks to KUVO, and if you're out there listening and you'd like to support the radio station, I think public radio stations are a very important part of our society.
Yes.
And it's not, owned by a big corporation, and it's kind of run by cool people and artists and eccentrics and everything in between. So I just want to say thanks to KUVO.
Thank you for those wonderful words. Thank you. Coming from a musician, that means a lot.
Indeed.
Yeah. And we appreciate the support from our listeners, because we wouldn't be here without them.
Indeed.
So thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you all.
All right.
Cool. Have one more?
Yeah, you want to play some more?
Sure.
You don't have to be like at Dazzle or Nocturne or anywhere.
Well, these guys probably have gigs later. I got to teach in the morning, so.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit more.
Okay, we're gonna play a tune that I wrote for my 10-year-old niece, Lucy, who just is one of my good friends, and she just suffered a life-altering injury. And this one goes out to her. Her name's Lucy. And this one's called Don't Stop Marigold. Yeah. And also my brother and his family as well. Max. Create some vibes.
Go to the vibes.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you play an A flat? Just play an A flat with me.
Wow. What a wonderful, emotional tribute to Lucy, is that?
That's correct, yeah.
Wow. And I noticed how the mood changed and the feeling of overcoming and thriving, surrounded by loved ones. And
I love it.
wow, thank you for honoring us with that.
You're so welcome.
Was
Thank
wonderful. You have been listening to Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet on KUVO. Max Moore on piano and vibes on that last piece. And Manuel Alexander on guitar. John Grigsby on bass. Paul Romaine on drums. And Greg Tanner Harris on vibes and on piano for the last piece there. Thank you so much. I'd like to say a special thanks to the Bonfils Stanton Foundation, Drum City Guitarland in Wheat Ridge, owned, operated, and staffed by working musicians since 1965. Schmidt Music in Inglewood, specializing in pianos, keyboards, band and orchestra instruments, sheet music, and more. Grace Design Pro Audio in Lyons, Colorado. Donors to the Carlos Lando Musician and Event Fund. Today's broadcast engineered by Klaus Larson, assistant audio engineer Rain Caseman. Special thanks to Creative Services support by Mark Montour Larson, Alec Kennefick, and a special thanks and support from KUVO Studio Club and Beat Collective members. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching on our YouTube channel. You must, if you haven't yet, watch this. Go watch this on YouTube. Greg Tanner Harris Vibes Quintet live on KUVO. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thanks, guys. Hey.